Welcome, everyone, to a special live edition of the Square Circle Cafe. I am your hostess, Gladys, and I am here tonight. I'm waiting to see if JC's going to join me or not. Let me just go ahead and share this everywhere so that way people can see that I'm live. Just getting it up there. Plus, I also want to look up all the information that I need because, like I said in the preview, I'm going live with Royal Rumble predictions. The Royal Rumble is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time from Indianapolis, Indiana. All right, so now to get on the site so I can come up with the card for the Royal Rumble coming up. I have a couple friends who, a couple or just one? Yeah, no, I have a couple friends who are in Indiana right now, and they are getting ready. And from what I understand, Indiana named all the streets after WWE superstars. I think my favorite is Wyatt Sixth Street. I would definitely live on that. I kind of wish we had something like that. I think it'd be really cool to have um, street names like that. Although Tiffany Trail, no, I'm just all right. So, as you know, WWE Royal Rumble is tomorrow, and it is going to be a battle of determining who is going to go to WrestleMania to face the respective champion for whatever show that they're on. Oh, first off, I want to say a note of congratulations to Triple H. Triple H earlier this week was announced as the very first inductee into the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame. He's already in it as a member of D-Generation X, as you've seen by the video with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. And it was pretty appropriate that they were the ones to make the announcement because, of course, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, D-Generation X, and of course, The Undertaker was one of the Triple H's top opponents. They had that last one time. Oh God, what was it called? Last time match they had at WrestleMania 28, I believe. Um, I know it was before that, but yeah. So we have the induction happening. So we are having a Hall of Fame this year. Triple H is leading the class, so it's only going to be a matter of time before we get the next set of announcements. I personally am hoping to see Bray Wyatt go in. And I also think Batista is due to go in. He was supposed to go in 2020, but he chose not to go in because he wanted to do it in front of a live crowd. So maybe he'll do it this year. Who knows? We could have an evolution going in. It'd be kind of funny if it was like Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton all going in. So that way we have an evolution induction. So I think it'd be kind of cool. It's also fun to see who's going to be the one doing the induction for Triple H. I honestly think it should be Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels is Triple H's best friend and he is the one who knows him best. I know other people will argue probably to have either The Undertaker induct him or Ric Flair induct him or maybe even Batista or Randy Orton, members of Evolution, to induct him in. So I can't wait to see who's going to be the one inducting him. People have even said Stephanie should induct him, his wife. So, you know, the McMahon Helmsley era. So I'm kind of curious to see who's going to be the one inducting him. So I can't wait to see that. And I believe the Hall of Fame is going to be Friday night before WrestleMania, which will be after SmackDown. So I can't emphasize just how excited I am this year. WrestleMania, April 19th and 20th in Las Vegas. All right, so let's get to the Royal Rumble, shall we? Let's run down the card. Let's see. We have let's see. So looking it up, people. Hang on. Can't make it. We have the WWE Tag Team Championship on the line as DIY defends against the Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match. We have the Women's Royal Rumble match, the Men's Royal Rumble match, and of course, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens in a ladder match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. So let's start with the tag team match. DIY, as of late, has been doing some very nefarious means to make sure that they remain tag team champions. Everything from duping Pretty Deadly to help them out to injuring tag teams in the back. So anything and everything they want to do to keep the tag team championships, they have tried to. And it seems as if their biggest worry is the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, for good reason. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin on their first night in WWE wound up winning the tag team championship, only to lose it a couple weeks later. So it was, pretty bittersweet for them. And they've been trying to get the titles back ever since. Well, now is their chance. They're going to have a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. I'm going to read Jeremy's predictions. Jeremy is at a birthday party right now for a friend of his. A happy birthday. So he sent me his prediction. So I'm going to read what he says here. For DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns, he said, I can't see how playing hot potato with these belts is good for them. I keep them on DIY. All right. So he feels as though DIY will be the one to retain the titles. Honestly, I feel as though it should be Motor City Machine Guns. I don't like the fact that they took the titles off them a couple weeks later. I feel like this is going to be a time that they are going to need to be the tag team champions again. Not that I don't like DIY. I do love DIY. I do love Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. But I feel as though Motor City Machine Guns, they had a short title reign. They should get the titles back. And I think we're going to go to all 3 falls. We're going to go 1-1, and then the third fall will be decided, and I feel it will be the Motor City Machine Guns. So then we have the Women's Royal Rumble. We already know some of the participants that are going to be a part of it, including Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton are the 2 current champions right now. So as we know, the winner of the Royal Rumble will face one of them at WrestleMania. Charlotte is making her return to the Royal Rumble. And I recently have heard through PWI insiders confirming that Roxanne Perez, Stephanie Paquette, Lash Legend, and Jada Parker are in Indianapolis. So there's a good chance that they're going to be in the Royal Rumble. So anything can happen. Of course, we all know a couple years ago when R-Truth made his appearance in the Women's Royal Rumble, much to everyone's chagrin. Well, not the women's chagrin, much to everyone else's delight, because we all know R-Truth is a treasure. So I'm going to read here what Jeremy has to say about it. Jeremy has said, announced for the Rumble, Nia Jax, Bayley, Naomi, Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, not JC's cat, Raquel Rodriguez, Ivy Nile, Io Sky, and Lyra Valkyrie, our new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. Congratulations to her. Jeremy says, I really have a bad feeling they're going to back Charlotte. Nothing to substantiate it, but it's just a gut feeling. I have to say, I have to agree with him. I think Charlotte will be the first 2-time winner of the WWE Women's Royal Rumble. Because I think it would make sense because she's coming back. She's going back to SmackDown, which means that she's going to possibly go after Tiffany Stratton's title. Although I have a friend of mine at work, Vanessa, who said that they believe that Charlotte should go on Raw and go against Rhea Ripley because they technically are 1-1 at WrestleMania. Charlotte defeated her at WrestleMania 2020, and then Rhea defeated her a couple years later. So they kind of need a rubber match. So I would say Charlotte, but I think she's going to stay on SmackDown. I think she's going to go up against Tiffany Stratton for the title. So I'm hoping that, she'll probably be a later entry, or she may be number 30. Um, but as we all know, if you go by the numbers, 27 is the luckiest number for anyone in the Royal Rumble. So um, can't wait. But then again, you've also got people winning at number one. So you got that going for you. So I can't wait to see what surprises we have in store for the Women's Royal Rumble. One of the rumored names that were supposed to be in the Royal Rumble was Jordynne Grace, but she tweeted that she's going to be in Texas for her mom's birthday. But given past history with wrestlers saying they're going to be someplace else and then they wind up popping up, I have a pretty good feeling that Jordynne Grace will appear at the Rumble. So I think that would be fun, and I can't wait to see it. Oh my god! If you guys get a chance to go on X, R-Truth posted a picture congratulating Triple H on his induction, but obviously it's not Triple H in the picture. You got to see it for yourself. You know who I'm talking about. All right. So now we move on to the men's Royal Rumble. Announced for it, thanks to Jeremy. We have John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Rey Mysterio, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, Logan Paul, Penta, Chad Gable, Braun Breaker, Drew McIntyre, and Sami Zayn. Those are the ones that have been predicted so far to appear in the Rumble. I would have to, and Jeremy writes that as of right now, the only ones I think stand zero chance are Gable and Hayes. He's just going by the list that he has. I will pick Punk. I think it's him and Gunther at WrestleMania. You gotta say his name like that, Gunther. So I'm for me, the men's rumble is kind of hard because I really wanted it to be Ilya Dragunov's time because, as many of you know, when he was in NXT UK, he had one banger of a match with Gunther for the NXT World Title, NXT UK World Title, followed by the NXT Championship match they had in NXT. Brilliant. Gunther won the first match. Ilya won the second match. They're due for a rubber match. My idea was that it was supposed to have been Ilya Dragunov winning the Royal Rumble and going on to meet Gunther at WrestleMania. So that way people could see just how good they are on the grandest stage of them all. Unfortunately, Ilya suffered a torn ACL in his leg. Was it ACL? But anyway, he has a leg injury that he got back in August. And as we know, leg injuries like that could take anywhere from 6 months to a year to heal, and then another couple of months for them to come back. So I'm a little disappointed that Ilya's not going to be in the Rumble. Although I would love to, him to be like a surprise entrant, and then all of a sudden you just hear dun 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 dun, dun. And I know wherever you're at, you're going to hear me screaming over the fact that Ilya Dragunov is in the Rumble. So that would be in a perfect world. Unfortunately, we are not in a perfect world, so I'm gonna have to agree with Jeremy. I'm also picking CM Punk to win. I think CM Punk is time to main event WrestleMania. Whether it's him and Gunther, I'm not sure about because I really think WWE really wants to have Gunther lose it to Ilya Dragunov. And if they're not going to have it at WrestleMania, I would love for it to happen at SummerSlam. So maybe Punk will pick Cody. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to agree with Jeremy on this one, and I'm going to go with CM Punk. So now we go to the last match that we have listed. We only have 4 matches listed. A 5th match could pop up during the pre-show that they're going to have tomorrow night. Who knows? But I don't think they'll have it. But if they do, I'll put out a prediction somewhere. But the I'm going to go with the fact that this might be the tentative main event unless they go with one of the Rumbles as the main event, which is going to be the ladder match between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. As you know, Kevin Owens has been a bit of a boil in the butt that is Cody Rhodes because because of kidnapping the wing title belt from Cody Rhodes and claiming that he's the world champion when he isn't. Cody Rhodes is the undisputed champion. So they decided they're going to go at it and have at it in a ladder match, to which they had to have Shawn Michaels sign, and Kevin Owens tried pushing his weight with Shawn Michaels, but that wasn't going to happen. So Jeremy writes, I don't see Cody losing before Mania, if even then. So I'm going with him to pull down both the current and the Wing Eagle belts. And I'm going to have to say the same thing. I don't think it would be a good idea for them to put anyone else with the title except Cody. So I really think they want to keep Cody as the champion for till WrestleMania. And sorry, folks, I'm being bombarded with messages here. Yeah, Cody Rhodes losing before Mania, I don't think would make any sense either. So I feel as though Cody Rhodes should continue his championship reign. Plus, it also depends on who wins the Rumble. If Punk wins the Rumble, he's got to decide which champion he's going to go after. And, another possibility to win the Rumble could be Finn Balor. No, not Finn Balor. What is it? Jey Uso could win the Rumble. Jey Uso. I think he's got a momentum going. So yeah, it's a pretty small card right now, and I know Triple H is trying to keep PLEs short, and which I think is a smart idea. But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Jeremy on a couple of picks. I do feel that Charlotte and Punk will be the two winning the Rumbles. I do also but I also disagree with him. I feel like Motor City Machine Guns should be the ones to winning the titles. But I also do agree with him that I feel that taking the title off of Cody would not make any sense at all. So I'm pretty sure also Sami Zayn might interfere in that match. Speaking of Sami Zayn, I got my WWE calendar. I haven't collected these in a long time. And who do I get for Mr. January, my birth month? So can't wait to see who February is going to be. That's going to be interesting. Oh, before the year started. Yeet. Sorry. I'm under orders of my children never to say that. So all right. So that is our Royal Rumble predictions. I want to wait until JC and Jeremy are with me before I do my Golden Latte Awards, because I feel it's better as a group effort, because I want all three of us. I want to see their reactions to who wins what. So, all right. So thank you everyone who tuned in. If you're watching, if you're not watching, it's okay. You can watch back later. So be sure to check out the Royal Rumble from Indianapolis, Indiana tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be watching I'm going to be going out, but I'm hoping I'm going to get home in time to watch it. And, and then once it's done next week, we'll get together. We'll talk about all the results, give out our award. And, I can't wait to see what shocking surprises. I will say this, for my surprise entry, and I really hope this happens, I would love to see Joe Henry be the first world champion from another company, male, to make an appearance at the Rumble. I really think it's going to happen. The minute you hear say, the audience is going to blow up, and I know I will too. I would love to see Joe Henry in that Rumble. So, all right. So, with that being said, tune in tomorrow night. WWE Royal Rumble will be here next week for another show. Thank you for all your support. Be sure to check us out on our website, thesquarecirclecafe.com, where you links to all of our socials. buy my books, Finally Finding and Accepting Myself, and From the Mind of the Prospect, both available on Amazon. My Two Kids Productions presents the Squared Circle Cafe for wrestling fans by wrestling fans. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.